Hi there, I hope you're excited because today I'm going to show you how to pay off $15,000 in credit card debt and make $10,000 in the process. So let's dive right into it. I picked this number because the average American has 3 to 5 credit cards with a total debt load of $15,000. For this example, we're actually going to pay off about $15,500. Here's how credit card companies calculate your payments. And it's usually between 1% and 3% of the balance. And so to keep it even, we're going to use 2% right in the middle. First, we're going to go through card A and calculate the payment. The balance is $1,500 times 2% equals $30 per month. Now we're going to calculate the interest paid. And this card has a 16% interest rate. We're going to follow through that calculation, and that's going to show us that $19.73 of the $30 a month payment is going to pay interest. Now we're going to calculate how much goes towards the balance. So the $30 month payment minus the $19.73 from the calculation above equals $10.27 per month that are going to pay off the balance. Now using those figures, we're going to calculate the years to pay off this balance. And if we follow that calculation, it takes us to 12.17 years to pay off the balance if we're only making the minimum payment each month. Now we're going to work up those same numbers for card B, which has a $3,000 balance, which equals a $60 per month payment, and it has a 17% interest rate. So as we follow that through, we see that it's going to take 13.83 years to pay off. Now moving on to card C, we have a $5,000 balance, a $100 per month payment, and that's going to take us 16.01 years to pay off because that one's got an interest rate of 18%. Finally, we get to card D, which has a $6,000 balance and a $120 per month payment. This interest rate is 19%, and that's going to take 19.01 years to pay off if we're only making the minimum payment. As you can see here, we have a total of $310 per month in payments with a grand total of $15,500 in debt. The typical plan for most gurus is called a roll-up process, meaning you make your payments and you pay off one card, then you roll up the money from that card into the next one. And you continue to do this until you have all of your debt paid off. And this is all well and good until you get done paying off your debt and you don't have any money in place for savings, retirement, or an emergency. And the usual reaction to one of those surprise events is to put the money on your credit card, which you just paid off, and bam, we're right back where we started. And here's what a traditional roll-up plan looks like in case you don't already know what I'm talking about. The first thing we have to do in any scenario is to come up with a little extra money each month to add to our payment. And there are many ways to do this. In this example, we're going to say that you had a tax return of $1,500 that you're going to apply to this plan, and you're going to figure out a way to save $25 per month. That's it, just $25. That's one tank of gas over a 1 month period. That's a few less Starbucks or changing your cable plan, but you get the idea. And just FYI, we are being conservative with this example because most people's tax return, that is the average tax return, is about $3,500. And in a traditional roll-up plan, you're going to take your tax return and pay off card A. Then you take the extra $25 a month that you are now saving and the $30 a month that you used to use to pay card A, and you're going to make an added payment onto card B. And here's what that looks like. With the added payment, you can expect to pay off card B in about 30 months. Then you roll that up into card C, and you add in that payment, which gives you a total of $215 a month that you're applying to the debt, and you can expect to pay off card C in about 20 months. Then you roll up that payment into card D, and that gives you a $335 a month payment, and you can expect to pay off card D in about 15 months. So if you follow this roll-up plan, you will have paid off $15,500 in about 5.5 years. But this only works if you don't have any surprise expenses or emergencies come up during this time. And remember, you don't have any money saved and working for you, but at least now you can start. And it would take you almost 3 years extra to save up $10,000 by putting away $335 each month. Now here's how the Powerball plan works. And I call this a Powerball because it's like watching a snowball in a cartoon going downhill and gaining momentum, and it gets bigger and bigger. So while you're paying off your debt, you'll also be increasing your savings and your emergency fund. It's a very similar process to a traditional roll-up plan with one big difference. We have to add in one step, and this one step makes all the difference. You take your tax return of $1,500 and you put it into your bank. Now your bank is special because it pays you 3% compound interest annually. Now other banks are paying less than 1%. I mean way less, and that's even if you have over $25,000 saved in their bank. Another perk of your bank is that they will pay you interest on your money even if you're using your money to pay off your credit cards. Now just think about that. Your $1,500 is going to pay off your credit card with 16% interest, and it's going to pay you 3% on top of that. Now that's amazing. That's almost a 20% swing in your favor. And here's what that Card A gets paid with the $1,500 loan from your bank. Then you have the $30 that you used to pay on that card payment, plus the $25 that you're saving every month, which equals $55 that you now have to pay off your card each month. Now you're saving $55 a month in your bank, and that plus the $1,500 at 3% interest over 24 months totals $2,953. But because you've made 24 payments to Card B at $60 a month, you only owe $2,555 to pay it off. So you pay off Card B in about 24 months. Now you have $115 to save up each month and pay off Card C. Now in another 24 months you can pay off Card C, and you still have $2,050 available in your bank. Plus you freed up another $100 to save in your bank every month, bringing the total up to $215. And in another 12 months, Card D is paid off. So to sum it up, both methods work to pay off our debt in about 6 years. The big difference with the Powerball plan is when your debt is paid off, you will also end up with about $13,129 in your bank versus zero with the traditional roll-up method. And in 8 years, when you can save up the additional $10,000 with the roll-up method, you would have more than double that with over $22,000 in your bank. So you just have to ask yourself, would I like to pay off my credit cards and end up without any money saved, or would I like to pay off my credit cards and end up with over $10,000 saved? And the best part? Remember, all this started with your tax return and $25 a month. That's it. How much quicker could all this happen if you had $50 or even $100 every month? Now in the next video, I want to show you how to play real-life Monopoly. And we're going to apply this same idea to real estate, and I'm going to show you the absolute safest way I know how to invest in real estate. So I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you want to learn how to pay your house off in 10 to 12 years, which is lightning fast and almost 20 years ahead of schedule, then I want to invite you to our upcoming Zero Debt class. And just imagine what you could do with this idea if you didn't have any more house payments to make.